This is going to be a guide for new players or people that are struggling with the game. So for character selection, we have Fighter, Barbarian, and Ranger, who we are going to pick from. Doesn't really matter which one you pick from. These are the beginner classes. I wouldn't even touch Wizard, Cleric, Rogue, any of those guys right now. You just want to get down the basics. Now that we have our character name picked out and our character, we are using Fighter today. We're going to head over to the Merchant tab. And you see we have all these glowing exclamation points. Those are quests that we need to do. So we're going to go over to the quest log and accept all of them at once. And doing these quests will unlock gear for us in our Squire, which we're going to head to right now. And this is what your loadout will look like. It's pretty plain. However, you can add potions that weren't previously there, bandages, and protection potions. I always put mine on the right side. You can do whatever you want. So I'm going to add some boots. Probably going to do adventure boots because it has dexterity on it, which is good for us because that's good for swinging a sword. And it gives us movement speed that we didn't have previously. Going to add a campfire kit. That's important. And to finish it off, let's just add a longsword. And while we're still in the merchant tab, I'm going to show you the surgeon. This is where you can buy bandages before every game. When you have the gold, I recommend just picking up a few extra bandages every game. Health and movement speed are absolutely everything in this game. Now we are over in the alchemist, and he will have our potions for us. Also pick up a few of these. These are also great. And while we're still in the merchant tab, I want to show you two other things. The weaponsmith first. This is where you're going to be able to sell your gear and weapons. And now we're going to head over to the collector, and this is where you can sell some of those random goblin ears and things that you pick up that aren't weapons. I would hold on to the blue bangles, one of each kind. I believe there is 11, maybe 12, because you will need those. I would honestly just hold a copy of everything you come upon, because at some point you will need it in everything that you do. And then once you're done with that, then you can just sell them for a little bit of coin. Now we're going to head over to map selection, and I want to go over the different maps that there is, because a lot of people will just jump into whatever game is available, and I'm here to tell you, don't do that. Stick with the Goblin Caves. This is where you're going to want to be. You do not want to be at Frost Mountain. You do not want to be at the Forgotten Castle. Both of those either have traps or high mobs, and that's just not a good place to start learning how to take down different enemies. So I would stick with Goblin Caves for now. Once you feel comfortable with Goblin Caves, by all means, branch out. But for the first maybe 10 or 20 games, I would just stick with the Goblin Caves. Alright, now that we've covered maps, let's go ahead and jump over to our skills and perks. We are going to hit class and then perks and skills and head over here. And we have sprint on, which just comes automatic, which is great because it gives us additional move speed, so we will keep that on. Then we have second wind, which gives us 40% maximum health over 12 seconds, which is also awesome, so we will definitely keep that on. And we have defense mastery on, so we're going to take that off. Now we are going to add sword mastery because it gives us a little extra weapon damage and action speed. And since we are still waiting for Goblin Caves to show up, I'm going to show you what the stash looks like. This is just your storage area. You can put whatever you want. Just drag and drop, or hold shift and right click. You also have a shared tab, the starred, down there, and that will share between all your accounts if you have bought the game. Alright, and there's also that plus underneath the star, and you can add storage as your character grows, and so does your money. On this account, this is brand new, so we do not have any extra storage tabs, but I believe the first one is 2,500, or maybe it's 1,500 gold. We're still waiting on Goblin Caves, so we're going to hop on over to the shop. So as you escape, you will earn shards. It takes quite a while, but you can buy skins and emotes. Alright, and before we jump into our first game, let's go over stats. Strength makes you stronger, which your weapons do more damage, and gives you more health. Vigor gives you more health. Agility makes you faster. Dexterity is going to make you swing your weapon a little bit faster. Will increases speed and power of magic. Knowledge increases the memory and spell bonus. Resourcefulness increases the ability to open things, and health increases your health. And don't worry about the other stats because that is a lot to take in right now. Movement speed might be the only one you want to look at. You kind of want to be above 100, preferably above that, but right now that's fine with what we got because we have our sprint, so let's get in. Alright, now that we are in, we are going to look at the map here, and we have an exit nearby. It is a rope. We are here on the map, and there are 4 rope locations throughout the map: west, north, east, and south. And these are single exits, as well as staircases, which are sort of in the middle of the map, but also in the same cardinal directions. And then we have multi-exits, which are going to be the lift and portal locations. Also, a little note about the exit points: they will still stay blue even if someone has taken the rope or stairs or all the portals. The one thing that you can rely on in this map is the lifts at the center of the map. However, you will come across people. That's usually where everybody meets to fight. Now, moving on, these are floor traps. We want to stay away from these. These will mess our HP up. And then we have some fire traps over here. You want to stay away from these too. They do stop spewing fire right now, and you can cross. I'm going to go try to find a goblin to show you guys how to bait out attacks. You can throw things, your torch, with right click. Spiders will keep spawning unless you break this pot right here. For some reason these guys are bugged and stuck behind some other pots, but that pot in the back that I just broke, that is the one that spawns them. You will find them just about every time you find spiders. Goblins, like us, will die to traps, so use that to your advantage. This one always spawns right here and always dies by the fire. Alright, we found our first goblin we're going to go after. And retrospectively, I should not have had a shield on. I don't use shields, and it made me so slow that I ended up getting hit a few times in this. But what you want to do is you want to walk up to them, and you want to use your A and D key to sideways get out of their range, because you go faster going sideways than you do back. Because if you just S key out of there, it's so slow. You are going to see me keep getting rizzed up by this goblin. And ideally, once you kill him, you want to pop a potion first and then start using your bandages. Your potions are going to refill the dark red and light red part of your health bar, while bandages will just fill the red part. And a campfire, if you place that down, will fill up everything and will usually fill up just about your whole health bar. Not only will campfires heal you, but they will also restore your abilities. My Q that allows me to recover 40% of my health right here, I haven't used it, but if I had, it will get that back if I sit down at the campfire and wait a certain amount of time. You will be able to see it like loading and filling up, and then once there's a little 1 there, then you know you have gotten your ability back. This also works with spells too, which we don't have because we are not a wizard. Alright, the campfire is about to run out, and it is filling up the rest of our light red bar, but it will stop. And to get the rest of it back, we're just going to sit on the ground. We're in a pretty safe location. We're just going to finish up healing and then get up. We could use our bandages and stuff, but I don't think anybody's around us, so we're just going to keep sitting here. I don't recommend doing this, but just to show you that you can sit on the ground and heal, that's kind of the point of this. Alright, back to running around. This is where the rope will spawn, and you will see it, but you can also check to see if it's been taken yet. You can kind of see it, that little shadow right there. This won't really drop until about 7-ish minutes after that time, so we're still got a while. It's only 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, so we're going to go over this door, and there's a goblin behind it, and we're going to try to bait out an attack from it. So we're going to get this out. And again, I preface, do not use a shield. It just makes you so slow. And I don't have any practice with a shield, so I get hit right there. But you just want to like walk up to them, get them to swing, and then right after they swing, try to go up and hit them. Ideally for your first few fights, and honestly for a good couple of games, you probably just want to try to pull one mob at a time. It makes it a lot easier to handle, and you lose a lot less HP. And I'm just getting absolutely smacked by these goblins right now. My move speed is so bad. And goblin's dead, along with some of my dignity. We're going to hide over here and heal. And I realized this was going to take too long, so I got up and just took a couple of pots. And then did my bandages. I'm going to jump to some later gameplay to show you how to deal with archers. You just kind of move to the side, bait out that shot, and you can get them. Here there was a rogue that just came up on me because I did not have my headphones on, but we still got him. Took care of this. This is a goblin mage. They will fuck your day up if they hit you, but you just can easily get near them and start going back to the left and the right, and then you should be able to take them down. All right, this is a bull goblin, and you want to kind of go to the left or the right, kind of bait out that shot, and then get in and hit them. They're kind of like archers in the sense that you want to bait out the shot and then quickly attack, and then quickly get out of there, bait out the shot, get in there, quickly get out. This death beetle, you just need to move left and right and chop away. They'll come down. They do suck though because they have a slow ability. If they hit you with it, you become a little bit slow. All right, at this point we've killed some things, we've looted some things, and now it's time to get the hell out of here. So we're gonna make our way on the map to the rope access. Gonna shut this door behind us so no one comes in and shoots us down from the rope. But before we do, we're gonna break these boxes open because they have some loot in them. And again, always be careful when you're taking the rope out. Kind of look to make sure that there's not any enemies that can shoot you down, either players or goblins. Alright, so we made it back, and we are going to go ahead and stash our items because we are only level 2, so we cannot add another skill. So we're going to go ahead and go to the stash tab and get that all situated, and then head into another game. Alright, one thing I wanted to cover before we go into the next game is gear score. It's right above your level. Mine's at 109 right now. We're going to need to take out all the gear that's in my inventory. The brackets are 0 to 24. 25 to 124, and 124 to infinite. You want to stay away from the higher lobbies because you don't know what you're doing yet, so just stick in the below 24 and you should be fine. So I'm in another game right now, and I found this other player, and I'm about to show you what the little safety squat is. You know, we're out here, we're squatting, we're friendly, the friendly squat, you know. So he's good, he's my buddy, you know, we're all right. He could attack me, but he probably won't. He gave me some boots. So nice. What a gentleman. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, this is what a gate looks like, and if it was closed, there would be a bunch of boulders, and you wouldn't be able to go all the way through. So, no boulders, we're good, and we're out. When you survive the game, you can get free potions and bandages from the squire. You just got to move your old potions and stuff out of the way and into your inventory, and then he will deposit some new potions and bandages and protection potions into your normal slots. Again, now that we are level 6, we can go ahead and add a new perk into that open slot, and they open up at 10, 15, and 5. So once you're level 15, you should be able to have all 4 of your perks. I went ahead and put weapon mastery on because it allows you to be able to use any weapon, and we need bows. That's kind of the bread and butter of fighter. So we're going to go over here and buy a survival bow because it is the lowest move speed, and then we'll also grab some arrows from the woodsman. Alright, jumping into the next game. We have our bow, and we're hitting things, we're doing stuff, and we got our first person coming in. Gonna try to get some shots off at him. He goes back through the door. I hit my sprint way too early for no reason. He's gonna close the gap. Gets a good shot off, and you can tell I do not use shields because I am blocking 0 hits from this guy. He is just absolutely clobbering me. And gone. What I should have done in that fight is stay back a little bit further and pepper him with arrows until I was pretty sure that he was one shot. Like, as you can see, his health is great. He's doing just fine. So if I would have hit him with some arrows and then came in, it would have been a little bit different. On the bright side, we did get a goblin quest done, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Get our rewards, which are not good. Now we're going to head over to the squire, and he has a bow for us finally, so we're going to just automatically equip that guy, get rid of that longsword, get that bow in there. And we're also going to switch out our sword for a falchion this time, and into the next game. So in this spawn, there's usually someone really close to you, so if you end up here in this area in the cave altar, you will definitely find someone, and we did right here. Boom. Got one of them. Still only got one in him. He's coming after me. He looks like a barbarian. So we're going to use our sprint to try to get some distance because we learned our mistake last time. And we're going to try to pepper him with arrows before we attack. Because barbarians will mess your day up. He's throwing an axe. He's missing. I think I hit that. Again, retrospectively, I should have long ago taken that shield off, but for some reason I've kept it on. Gonna get some distance. I got the high ground. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Nope, he's up there. Now he has the high ground. Meanwhile, just trying to dodge these goblins. Jumping down. Moving around. Oh, got stuck. Got one hit off. Another hit off. Still don't think I blocked that. Nope, didn't block it. And down we go. Again, we did get him down pretty low. However, we should have tried to get some more arrows off. I did get stuck on that one lamp, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna exit, reset, and go back. And I'm taking off this shield finally. Alright, so we're in the next game, and I want to show you guys this water area, because if you are in this, it will slow you down. Any other water in the game doesn't, but for some reason this little green pool will slow your movement speed down significantly, and you definitely don't want to get caught down there, because there's 3 different mummies, or 2 mummies and 1 zombie. Alright, later in that game we went over to go see Cave Troll. We are in the Goblin Town area. We're just going to head down here and see if anybody has done this. I like to do this just to see if anybody's left some loot behind, and usually you can find something. And Troll is obviously dead. We're going to check to see if they left anything behind, and they didn't. So we are going to go down to the treasure room area and head down there. Sometimes there is some loot down here, and it looks like it's pretty looted, but we're just going to go over and double check some stuff. And they left a stiletto dagger. We'll take that. Some gold. Check this one. Nothing really. And then this is a loot pile, and it takes forever. And if your inventory is full, you will get almost nothing. And I should have emptied my inventory before I even started this process, but here we are. Yes, as I suspected. Nothing good. That's okay, though. Sometimes you can get cool stuff, sometimes not. You know, it's all random. There is actually another level to this, but it can only be opened when Cyclops and the troll have been killed, which in this game it wasn't, but there's a door over there, and that's how you get to that. Alright, and we're jumping into the next game because I was only level 9, so nothing really happened. This is a fight I had with a warlock. He jumped down while I was looting, and I'm going to hit him with some arrows. He's doing some dodging techniques while crouching. He hit me with Curse of Pain. Looks like the goblin is aggroed on him though, so that's good. We're going to try to get some shots off. Drinking some potions. Got to make sure my health is up. I'm gonna use my sprint to try to catch up with him and see if I can get some shots and drop down on him. He's quick, so I'm gonna holster with X. Pull my weapons out again. He's still too fast, so I'm going to holster them again and run after him. He's running, he's running. He's gonna try to curse me. He's going to phantomize. In this state, I can't hurt him. But it doesn't last too long, so I'm just going to try to catch up with him. He got hit by that goblin right there. He curses me again. Get another hit off on him, though. Get another hit off on him. And then boom. We got our first kill. We did it. Finally. Alright, and after our first kill, we're going to clear this goblin real quick, and then we're going to heal up, because the last thing we want is to be searching this guy and someone come in and take advantage of our low HP. So we're just going to go ahead and heal up. Alright, now that we're healed, we're going to loot this guy. He's got a ring, got some bandages, some potions. Gonna look around, see if we got anything. We don't, because this is below 25, so he doesn't really have anything, but we'll take the heals. Alright, now that we got our first successful kill, we're going to get out of here. When you see these, go ahead and pop all 3 of them if you can, because it helps with your XP. Alright, now we're just going to dump all of our loot and head over and get a new perk, because we are now a level 11, so we passed that 10 threshold, so we're going to go grab that and then jump into another game. Alright, I'm just going to throw Swift on because I've got the helmet, the chapeau de fleur, so we're going to throw that on and head into the next game. Alright, so we spawned near a centipede, so we're going to try to mess that up real quick. They're not as terrifying as I once thought. They're pretty easy, as long as you can dodge the poison, which I didn't right there, but that's okay. Gonna keep on smacking. Take our health potions. And this is actually a pretty good spot because it's going to take him a minute to aggro all the way around, so we can heal up by the time he gets there. Centipedes are pretty good to kill because they will drop necklaces and rings, sometimes other stuff, but they're pretty good to kill. You can get decent loot out of them. Usually the red ones, the dark red ones, not this one, but they drop better loot. But usually you only see those in high roller. Alright, he did have a potion of healing and a pendant for us, so that's cool. We're going to take our arrows back. That's always a good practice to do. Now that we killed the centipede, I wanted to show you guys giant spiders because they have an attack that spits a purple venom out, and when they hit you, you can't attack for about 5 seconds. Pretty annoying, and for some reason they are super accurate with that thing. Just kind of whack them. You can dodge if you swing left and right, and eventually you will kill them. They're not too hard, and their loot is usually not great. Alright, moving around on our baddies list, this is the skeleton mage, and he shoots a fireball, and 9 times out of 10 you can get him to kind of blow himself up if you just kind of move behind something, so you can pepper him with arrows. Can't really hurt him when he's like that. And then he's going to keep launching fireballs at himself, and eventually he will catch himself on fire and he'll just die. Their HP is pretty low. They do have some decent drops, so they're pretty easy to kill, decent drops, and they deal pretty decent damage. Alright guys, so we're level 13. We just got out of that game. We've gotten a lot of different stuff for quests, and we will be turning those in. We also got a decent amount of loot, which is pretty good. So we're going to go turn those quests in and get some XP and hopefully get to 15. Alright, now that we have turned all of that in, we are indeed at level 15, so that's great. We got some more quest loot. We'll just store that away, and make sure you guys go to the treasury to pick up some gold coin bags. They will hold 50 coins per bag and save a lot of room, so go ahead and pick those up. But that's all I got for you guys. We're at 15 now. Hopefully I answered some of the basic questions for you guys. I know my fights weren't super great, but hopefully this answered some basic questions about how to play the game, because when I first played the game, honestly, I had no idea what I was doing. I was playing Wizard, and I didn't know how spells worked or anything, and I should have listened to people and just started off with Fighter or Barb or Ranger. Hopefully this answered some of those basic questions for you guys though, and if not, leave a comment in the section below and I will try to get to you guys. Also, I will be posting the link for the Dark and Darker Wiki, which is super helpful, has all the maps, all the info you could possibly ever want, so I'll put that in the section down below. Alright, see you in the dungeon, guys.